Good morning, guys. How you all doing? Welcome to Matt Bayeski YouTube channel. As you can see, this morning is an absolutely beautiful morning to do some sun gazing, which I did early this morning. Sun gazing is a wonderful thing to do to strengthen the eyes, as well as drinking a lot of carrot juice as well. And there's certain techniques you can use as well, which I'll go into in the near future, of how to strengthen the eyes. One which was taught to me by Don Tolman, the amazing genius of ancient wisdom. But today's a little bit of a different day. Today's a day where I'm a little bit excited because after nearly a year, we've finally come together with making something that has been in the making for more like 5 or 6 years. But I've never kind of been ready to launch. But today's a great day to launch it, and finally the work involved and the courage and the yeah, it's kind of courage, having the courage to say, okay, now we're going to create this and make it a little bit more. I don't know what the word I'm looking for really, but because it's always been the same, nothing really has changed. Nothing's changed really. It's still the same energy, but we're putting it out there now much more so people can see it, and it's going to help many other people, especially in the circle that I'm in at the moment. And that circle is pure energy healers and all the practitioners who have been to the academy and to my first studio 16 years ago. So basically, today I'm really excited to launch the Pure Energy Healing Academy website. I was going to do it the other night, as you all know, but I wasn't ready for it. But I am now. It's a beautiful day to talk about the 16 years when I first started. And I think you already know the story of a school teacher who came up to me after I gave her a little chat and a little bit of a psychic message, and it was regarding her daughter. Sorry, that's not true. It was regarding her son, who was very special and going through, the same as what I went through. So it was really interesting. And that was rebelling against school and didn't want to go to school. And, that's always a beautiful sign because it shows that the will of a child is more important than the submission of doing something that you don't want to do. And yet we all have to do it almost because of the system's devious chains that strapped around us every day when we go to school. But that's another story. So as we were chatting, I was explaining to this lovely lady how my experience was and the ways that I felt could help this beautiful soul and encourage him, and not to push him or, control by the school system controlling you, break free from that. And this is a school teacher. Anyway, when we'd finished, she said, "You've healed me." And I went, "What do you mean?" She said, "You've healed me." I said, "I'm not a healer. How could I have healed you?" And the words that came out of her mouth stayed with me for every single day. It was like, what could be more beautiful than healing somebody and not knowing that you've healed them? Isn't that the most purest form of healing? Those words just, I don't think she realised what she'd said, because they must have been channeled words, because they just blew me away. And that was the beginning of my healing path, my journey. Because it was so pure, because it was so natural, I thought, okay. And I thought about it, and within a space of, 7 days, people started walking into my life who were teachers, who were started to say, would you like me to share a little bit of information with you with regards to healing? And then shamans, Wiccans, high priestesses, all of these unusual people were coming into my life. I had no idea what all this was about, but it was giving me information, knowledge that there is something out there that we've been suppressed by. There is something out there which we can attune to. And I've come to understand that now as the universal flow. It's the energy around us, which is the natural healing energy that any of us can just pull from the air and use. And whether you believe that what you pull from the air, that energy that is around us, is based upon just an energy which is in Mother Nature and around this world, or whether it could be from different dimensions, whether it could be from the spirit world, pure energy healing is just that. It isn't about a doctrine. It isn't about a religious-based idea or a teaching. It's about being open to whatever feels right, because ultimately what's important is the end result. That's why we call it pure energy healing. Pure means whatever feels right to you. But ultimately, the goal is when your client gets up and she goes, oh, I needed that. And you can see her energy shifted from heavy, from dark, from worry, from fear, to a lightness and a new openness and an emptiness ready to be filled with love and healing, or filled with worry again. But the fact that you've helped that soul clear away what was there, now it's up to your client to heal themselves, to allow whatever energy back in. And as pure energy healers know who've been here, I always say it's so important to tell your client in a gentle way that for these next 7 days, be aware of the energy you allow back into your life. And if at any given moment you don't feel like you feel now, and you feel a shift and you feel negative, heavy, worry, fear, then stop at that moment and ask yourself, what was it that changed my energy from feeling amazing to now feeling not so good? And that is the philosophy, that is the principle of pure energy healing. And of course, there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more about learning the feeling of your client, learning of the feelings of what's running through you, of energy and all of those things. There's so much to it. So what I did was I put this understanding, this experience, not just through me, but through tens of thousands of clients. And I put it into the website, so you can see on the website roughly what goes on, what pure energy healing is about, the ethics, which is so important to me, ethics of, if you do become a pure energy healing practitioner, what we really hope you take with you and become a more powerful, a more brave, a more wonderful, kind, caring, loving, sharing person, to be able to heal people just like this lady said I did, without me even realizing. And you can't be that person if all you ever do is judge people. You can't be that person. You can't be a true pure energy healer if you are bickering, if you are talking behind people's backs and saying things that is irrelevant to your spiritual journey. Because a true pure energy healer is focused on helping, giving, sharing, and they're too busy with all of that nonsense. So one of the ethics with pure energy healing is this: you can't gossip and be a pure energy healer. You just can't. Gossip is for low vibration, is for negativity, is the same as jealousy, is the same as being lost or angry or bitter. It's the same energy. Because if you are in that energy of pointing fingers, of judgment, you are not a pure energy healer. A pure energy healer rises above all of that and continues to do their work and shares their work, not by telling people what to do, but by being the light, by being the lighthouse so other people can see how amazing they are, and then other people learn from that. So that's the principles of pure energy healing. We don't heal anybody when we're not 100%. That is one of the most strongest foundations that keeps pure energy healers healthy. Too many healers around the world who practice different forms of healing become very poorly because they give, and even when they're 60%, 40%, 30%, even 20%, they're still giving their healing, and that's not healthy. So a pure energy healer, if you ever go to one and they're practicing ethical pure energy healing practices, they will only heal you when they're 100% both mind, body and spirit. Other than that, they know that they have to take care of themselves. So pure energy healing, part of that process is to heal yourself first. So when people come to a pure energy healing 4-day course, and we're going to have 2 this year, they primarily come to heal themselves. That's the principle of it. So you heal yourself before you learn the practice of healing others as well as yourself, and you take that with you to begin your journey of becoming a pure energy healer. And it's beautiful, it really is. It's a beautiful 4 days, and we've grown from, tens to hundreds to thousands now. So we're growing every day, and it's amazing to see how beautiful the transformation is from many of the pure energy healers, which I do keep an eye on social media, watch them, thinking I'm so proud, and how they change and move to their influence, their feelings, their gut feeling of how they want to become the healer. And that is another principle of pure energy healing. You are not here to practice pure energy healing the way Mark does. You're here to practice and pick up from everybody, but ultimately learn from yourself and be that flow that takes you to wherever it needs to go. So at any given moment, your healing technique, your understanding is open to change. And that's what makes an amazing healer. If you're rigid and you just practice one thing, you see one focus all the time on every one of your clients, then it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't feel right because every client is so different. So therefore, if you are open to just being different in everything that you do and feel, and use the energy flow in a certain way that works with that client, then you are true to your healing flow. So yes, the Pure Energy Healing Academy website is now launched, and we are now just about to create 2 amazing 4-day courses. One will be, excitingly enough, and I said I'd get this done, and I've promised, and we're nearly there. We're just getting the location sorted, and it takes a lot because it does take a lot for 4 days getting everything ready. But we hope it's going to be in a very, very beautiful hotel, so it's easy for you to just walk down the stairs and come into the room with the healing tables and me up in one corner sharing my information and watching you all work. It's great, it's going to be great. And for the first day you will learn all about the techniques, you'll learn about all the tools that I use, and we'll be interacting all day. It's just great. And then we're doing self-healing, and then we then practice on clients. It's just amazing, it really is. So the first one, I'm not sure which part of the world it's going to be, but the 2 courses I'll be doing this year is one in North America and the other one in Europe. So they're coming up shortly. As soon as we have confirmed the hotels, we'll get back to you and let you know via the new website. It will be on there. I will put a link to the website today on here. I'll try my best to put the link of like the video that we've put out as well. Nice little video. I think that's it really. I'm really proud. I think why I'm more happy than anything is that to be one person, it's very hard to be able to do everything. And I think you already gathered that, right? I try to do as much hands-on as possible, because when I'm hands-on, it means that my energy is with everything that I touch, which is the crystals. I need to feel the crystals. I need to work with them before they come to you via my website, markbayerski.com. I have to put the energy into everything that I work with because it feels right then. I feel comfortable with it. I know it's the energy that I work with and love. So all my tools have to be that way, the incense, the oils. And thus, whatever I do, I need to put that energy into. So I kind of came to the stage where I thought, I can't do everything. It's impossible. There's not enough hours in a day. So I introduce you to the Lemon House Company, who now are taking the burden of the mind process of finding the hotel, getting everything ready, looking after all of you guys who send messages saying, look, I really think I'd like to become a pure energy healer. How do we go about doing this? Oh, right, tell me how I need to, tell me this, tell me that. Well, at one time, I used to have to deal with all of that, and I just couldn't do it. So Lemon House are basically part of the company now, markbajewski.com, who is taking over the administration, the looking after you and taking care of you through all your questions. So that has really been a blessing in my life, more than you can imagine, because it means that I can do my work, which is working with energy, crystals, and really lifting the energy up with everything that I do from day to day, which is all the videos, writing the books. So yeah, I'm really, really thankful to the Lemon House Company, that they're trusting in me, and that we have a beautiful relationship, and I trust them wholeheartedly, or else I would never go anywhere near anybody who I didn't. And I'm very, very, very private with my life, and don't let many people in, because they have to be equal to my they need to be like me. I have to feel that their principles are like mine. If they don't align to that, and then it would never work. So I'm extremely happy, guys. And of course, you all know that the Rewake Retreat was done by the Lemon House Company, and as you know, it went really well. So everything is fine on that side of things. So yeah, please nip over, have a look, enjoy the website, take your time, look at it, feel it. And if you do feel that you may want to come to one of the courses, I want you to understand that these courses are not courses to just become a practitioner. That's not what it's about. To me, the courses are about working on yourself. It's an investment in you to heal yourself, to learn how to heal yourself, to experience and to be open to a new energy of what I call spirituality, even though spirituality these days are being hijacked tremendously. I mean true happiness, joy, which we all strive for. We all work towards becoming happier, to heal our illnesses, to really awaken to what's right in this world and what we see out there which is wrong. And that's what I try and create in these 4 days. And the miracles that happen in the courses are incredible, not from me visualizing and seeing these things, but from the clients saying, you know what, Mark, it's changed my life. And many testimonials, I could put hundreds and hundreds of them there, but many of them say that the 4 days is very much a life-changing 4 days, because it helps you confirm all that you already knew, but it was hard to get into that very energy of understanding, feeling it, and being aware of it because of day-to-day life. And so much more. The course changes your life in so many different ways. It really does. So yeah, looking forward to putting those dates up very soon. And I hope to see you next year. And I think the first course will be in April. And the next one will be in June, something like that. Let's see. I'm not sure on the dates 100%, but somewhere around there. So it gives enough people time to save, because the course isn't like cheap. It costs like anything else. Anything decent that you want, sometimes we have to save for it. And anything decent that, if I want a Moldavite, and I've seen a Moldavite, I sometimes save for nearly 2 years for a piece of Moldavite. I remember starting 16 years ago wanting to learn certain things, and I had to save hard. And you know what? Sometimes that saving changes your chip and makes you realize how I am gonna work harder than 4 days because I've paid for that. And when you get things given, and I had in the past, I used to give a course away when I believed somebody really, really wanted to do the course, and I could see they were struggling, and I invited them. They never appreciated it, never, very rarely. Because it was given freely, but for me, and this is true, and it really is true, when I've worked really damn hard for something and I save and put my effort into it, the rewards are 100-fold, always, because not only do I appreciate the hard work I put into getting that, but now I'm going to sure as damn hell going to work hard to digest everything and get everything I can out of that course. So yeah, I think all in all, the right people always come to the course, always. And if you can't afford this year, then there's always next year. There's always next year. And it's something to look forward to, which is always a beautiful thing. I always say to you guys, it's always lovely to have something to look forward to, something to work for, something to work towards. It's always beautiful in your life. It's really nice. So that's it really. I'm really, really looking forward to doing these 2 courses this year. And that's it. That was the announcement. It's a big deal to me because it's taken a long time and a lot of belief in myself to say, you know what, the Pure Energy Healing Academy has 100% track record, okay? It's 100% because every single course I've ever taken, whether it's one person who came or whether it was 30 people who came or 40 or 50, I put 100% into what I'm doing with love and compassion. And I work so hard in them 4 days, and I work so hard in a loving way. It's laughter, it's fun, but it's also very, very serious because we're really getting to the heart of what we need to do. And I think to be able to say that in 16 years of doing this work, of doing courses all the time, I've got to the stage now that, you know what, I should be proud of being able to put a website out there and saying, we are the pure energy healers of the world. And like Reiki and like pranic healing and like all the Ayurveda and all of these techniques, I am proud of pure energy healing. I am proud of the techniques that we use and how we have grown in numbers and how we are making a difference in this world. And yes, we are not hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of Reiki masters in the world, but we are a small, little, cuddly, loving group of healers who practice the art of pure energy healing. And we do help each soul one person at a time. And that's what we're proud of. And I'm proud to put my name as the founder of the Pure Energy Healing Academy. And I hope, with my hand on my heart, that you feel this message, and maybe, just maybe, I might see you in North America next year or Europe. See you soon, guys. Thank you once again for watching this channel. And now I'm going to nip over to Mark Bajerski Crystal's channel and talk about a very special crystal. Take care. Bye.